In this video, I want to talk about the 3 biggest mistakes investors over 40 make. This is very common if you are over 40 years old to make these investing mistakes because your experience, your age, your risk appetite, it may fluctuate. And if you are watching this video and you are over 40, I believe this video will help you. I will give you some tips so that you can invest efficiently in the stock market, pick great stocks, and compound your wealth for the long term. You have a couple of years to meet retirement age, and you still have some years, some decades to let your money work, to let your money compound for the long term. So in case this is your first video from this channel, welcome. My name is Christophe Nour, and I've been investing in the stock market for almost a decade now with a performance of 25% per year. And I also help people do the same. So I've seen many people over 40 years old doing these 3 mistakes. The first one is very simple: sitting on too much cash for too long due to fear of losing money. If you are 40 years old, you don't have the time that young guys that are 20 years old have. You don't have the time as your advantage, and maybe you overestimate this risk and you underestimate the time you have left to meet retirement age. I mean, you can stop investing when you reach retirement age, but you can also let your money compound when you are over 60, 70 years old. So a lot of people forget that they still have the time. They still have decades. So they play safe, but if you play safe for 30 years, most of the time, that's not worth it. So you have 2 examples. Either you are 5 years away from retirement. In this situation, I can totally understand you want to play safe. You want to keep your money, save money for your children. That's fine. But if you are 10 years away from retirement, you have plenty of time. And I see a lot of people overestimating this mistake and they think too much of the risk and the downside. And it's normal. You are the generation that have lived through 2008, the great financial recession. You know that the stocks can go down 50%, and most of the time it's good to keep a good perspective and watch the big picture of what is the stock market. The stock market on average goes up by 7-8% per year. For the past 20 years, it was a little bit more than this. On overall, it went up by 10% per year. And sometimes it goes down. This is why people are sitting on too much cash. Sometimes it goes down by 10%, 20%, 50%. What you have to check is what is the occurrence, what is the frequency of these big crash. And I can show you a table that will explain everything. By the way, if you're looking for a complete framework to analyze stocks and build a strong portfolio, I have a coaching program. More on that at the end of the video. This is this one. Let me zoom in a little bit so you see better. Okay, so here in red, you see the declines in the S&P 500. Declines of 1%, 10%, 50%. And you have the percentage of years when it happened since 1 decade ago, so for the past 100 years. And here in blue, you have the simple conclusion. A 10% decline, you see here, happens every 1.6 years on average. A 20% decline in the stock market happens every 4 years. And I know that if you are 40, you are scared because you went through 2008, but this kind of event, when stocks go down by 50%, it happens every 50 years. This is simple statistics here. So it's very unlikely that the world will go through another one of this crash. It's not frequent at all. It's in the most extreme scenarios where stocks go down by 50%. And even in 2008, everything rebounded after a couple of years. If you go and check the S&P 500, even if you go to max, at the worst case scenario, stocks went down 50%. Look at this, 50%. Let me put, 50% here. And then after a couple of years, it rebounded. And in 2012, everything was back to where it was. It rebounded in 4 years. So this is what I said. If you have 5 years until retirement age, yes, maybe you want to play safe. But if you are 10 years away from retirement, even at the worst case scenario, you're fine. And people underestimate this. People think that, I have to be ready for such a catastrophic scenario. My response to you is, first, it's not frequent at all. It's very rare. You can't predict it. It's very, you have a lot of instability. You won't be able to forecast these big crashes. So if you hold too much cash, you think you are smart enough to forecast it. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. That's my first answer to you. My second answer to you is, even if you are hit with the worst financial crisis since 1929, everything rebounded after 4 years. So that's it. That's your worst case scenario. I see it as fine. That's a decent worst case scenario. And if you invest in the S&P 500, this is the scenario. But if you invested in stocks, in companies that fared better than the S&P 500, that are growing more than the S&P 500, more profitable, more margins than the S&P 500, you rebounded in a much shorter amount of time. Instead of rebounding after 4 years, you rebounded after 2 years. So that's fine. Time in the market beats timing the market. It's very boring, but it works. And the goal when you invest in the stock market is not to be smart, to look smart, to have a complex mathematical topic and strategy. No, the goal is to make money. If you invest in stocks, you want to make as much money as possible. And holding too much cash is a drag on your performance. So holding too much cash is a big mistake that investors over 40 years old make. The second mistake is not having a clear long-term strategy to grow their capital. People invest in stocks just because they want to be the next big wave. People invest in stocks because they like the products. They like Nvidia, or they like the Bitcoin because they like the idea, etc. And very few people use a clear framework with screeners, with good margins, frameworks, thresholds to meet a certain criteria to buy the stock. If you don't have a strategy, if you don't have a plan to invest for the next 20 years, you deserve to underperform the market. You deserve the mediocre performance you have. So what is great is that's easily fixable. That's easily fixable to have a clear framework. In a couple of months, that's doable. I have plenty of people that joined my coaching program, and in 2 months, they know how to do it. In 2 months, they know, okay, this is a good stock to buy. This is a bad stock to buy. I have to buy this. I have to sell this. This is fine. And you can adjust your portfolio in a couple of weeks and make good long-term decisions to compound your wealth in the future. And the third big mistake investors over 40 make is owning too many funds or too many asset classes or too many stocks without understanding what they really hold. I see plenty of people that have ETFs, stocks, bonds, cryptocurrencies, and they don't really know why they own them. If you have a portfolio that is too diversified, you have over-diversification, Peter Lynch calls that diversification, because the fact that you own too many stocks will be a big drag on your performance. You don't really know what you own, so you can't concentrate on the best. And the goal with your portfolio, with your wealth, is to focus on the best asset classes, focus on the best stocks. And over-diversification is a big problem. because you will have winners, but you will have many losers if you diversify too much. And this is a syndrome called the shiny object syndrome, where when you want to invest in the next big thing, you want to invest in a little bit of everything because you have the fear of missing out, the FOMO. But actually, owning a few stocks that you know really well, that you know will perform in the future because they have performed in the past, that are inside your circle of competence, this strategy is the best way to compound your wealth in the long term. And if you own a few stocks like this, Amazon, Meta Platforms, Berkshire Hathaway, Fastenal, it can be boring businesses. You are poised to improve your performance by a lot. So my clear recommendations to you is to invest your cash. Don't let your money slip, especially now with the inflation rate at above 3%, 4%, that will eat all your cash. So be invested. Have a clear framework and don't own too many asset classes, too many stocks, because all this diversification will be a drag on your performance. If you like this content, I have an investing coaching program. In this program, you will learn a complete investing process. You will learn how to find good stock ideas, how to properly value stocks, when to buy, when to sell, so that you can build a strong portfolio. Additionally, you will have access to my personalized guidance for long-term results. We will do weekly calls where we analyze stocks together, and you will have access to my private number available 24/7 for full support. If you are blocked, if you have any questions, I'm here to help. Click the first link in the description to get more information. You will get a video that explains how everything works completely for free. No need to sign up, no need for your email address. Just click the first link in the description and I'll see you on the other side.